Step 4 for partners of sex addicts. That's our topic today, and it's a big one. It's a game changer. Step 4 can change the way you do your life, the way you think, and a significant part of your own personal healing. If you've been married to a sex addict, you're going to want to listen to Step 4 and receive some of the contributions that Step 4 can do. Now, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please, there is so much for partners of sex addicts on our channel. You want to subscribe. We put stuff out all the time to help you in your journey, okay, into validating your trauma and your pain. And if you have a question for me, please put it in the box, or if you have an idea, put it in the box. We love hearing from you, and we respond as quickly as we possibly can. So stay tuned. Step 4 for partners of sex addicts. Now, Step 4 is a very big thing, and if you've stayed with us so far, first of all, I want to say to you, congratulations. You know, if you're a partner, you've been through a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, and the fact that you're taking responsibility to heal yourself, I'm going to just tell you honestly, you're in the minority. Okay, it's probably 10 to 15% of women actually take the journey of their own healing when they find out that their husband is a sex addict. And that makes sense. I didn't do anything wrong. Why would I have to heal? Well, when you've been hit by a car like you have, affecting you spiritually, emotionally, neurologically, hormonally, in all these different ways, you want to heal you so that you can be the best woman, the best mother, the best sister, the best friend that you possibly can be. Why should you, drive around all beat up? I was driving in today, and there was a lady driving this white pickup. As I got closer to it, it was all banged up. There was bang on the passenger side door. There was bangs in the back of the truck. I mean, you could tell this woman has bumped into a lot of stuff. Okay, and you don't want to look like that. You don't want to behave like that. You don't want to feel like that. If you've been through an accident, you want to get to the repair shop and get those bangs bent out, and you want to look good again, feel good again, and have your energy back. And that's what our hope is. Step 4 is part of that process. So I want to read that step to you, and I want to walk through and parse it a little bit. And please, I hope you are doing the partner 12-step book, the Beyond Love, the 12 Steps for Partners of Sex Addicts. Very helpful. And if you're in a group, I strongly recommend you share your step in your group. And if you're not, get in a group. Get in our Facebook group for partners, or get in a phone group for partners. Please do that for yourself. You need to be understood, heard, and validated. But only you can put yourself in an environment where you get that. So if you're home and soaking and getting sour and hurt and miserable, and you don't have anyone to share some of this pain with, that's on you. We've created the Facebook groups, that's free. There's phone groups that have therapists in it, and you can get help and support. Please do not let his addiction put you on the sidelines of life. Okay? I encourage you, reach out for help. So let's talk about step 4. Made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. Now, again, we run into this word made. It's something you actually do. As a woman, you've been involved with many types of things, crafts, art, things for kids, projects, papers, dissertations, business proposals. You've made so many things in your life, and made is a process. Whether it's making a meal, getting the ingredients, putting it together, or whether it's making a multi-million-dollar plan proposal for people to buy your portfolio or your business. Women they're amazing on every level. I love women. I think women are great people, and you make a lot of things, but making is a process. So you're going to be entering a process where you're going to say, I made this, I did this, it is done. There will be a time when you will be done with step 4. So you made a searching and fearless moral inventory. Searching is, that's kind of like looking for stuff. And sometimes you're looking for specific stuff because you know your story. You know some of the things that you've done that may have hurt others. You know things that you've been hurt by, and you know the things that have been done to you that you didn't ask for that caused you pain. You know some of the things you absolutely know you're searching. Now here in Colorado, we do this thing called hiking. When we're hiking, we're just kind of generally looking for things, and we're searching for animals and birds and trails and branches broken and paths and all kinds of stuff. Okay, we're kind of meandering and finding. And as you're doing your step, you're going to find that as you're writing this stuff down, okay, in the workbook, you're writing this stuff down, you're going to find yourself sometimes meandering and finding some other things that might be hurt, broken, or that you just plain forgot. I find that as women write this stuff out, other stuff kind of downloads, and the searching, oh my gosh, I didn't see that. Or this is connected to that. Or they start seeing a pattern of, oh my gosh, I did this 3 times in my life. Why did I make that decision 3 times like that? What's motivating me? So you're going to find the searching is going to open up doors, open up your heart, open your mind to yourself, to understand and have compassion on yourself. So important. The searching is important, and the fearless is so important. Now, I know people in general do not like to look at the stuff that's not fun. They don't want to look at abortions. They don't want to look at the rapes. They don't want to look at sexual abuse. They don't want to look at maybe my dad wasn't the best person or my mom wasn't the best person. They don't want to look at being bullied. They don't want to look at opportunities that they didn't take, education they didn't get, jobs they quit. They don't want to look at the decisions that they've made, because as a spouse of an addict, you really got enough to look at him and all the mistakes he's made for the rest of your life. Okay, I understand that. But in our step process, we're only looking at ourselves. We're not looking at someone else. And this is the mistakes you've made. This is the stuff that you did right. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Okay, but it's fearless. It's like, you know what, no matter what's here in this closet, I'm going to look at it. Whatever's in my suitcase, good, bad, or ugly, I'm going to identify it. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to be honest about it. I'm going to be fearless about it. I need to really look at myself completely, fully, openly, and honestly. The great thing about the recovery community is it's a community based on the idea of rigorous honesty. That if it's not exactly pretty and it's me, I'm still going to own it. I'm going to be honest about it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to share it so that I can get rid of it. I'm not going to hide it. I'm going to highlight it. So, in making a searching and fearless moral inventory. Now, the moral inventory, I like this idea of inventory. Okay, you go in your pantry and you know what you've got by just looking at it. You got so many soups, so many tuna fishes, so many flour bags. You got that. If you own a business, you know your inventory. No matter what your stock is, you generally go and check out what your stock is, okay? If you're providing services, you know what you need to provide those services. So there's always inventory. What's on hand. It's not what you wish was in your closet. It's not what you wish was in your pantry. It's not what you wish was in your business. Okay? It's what is there. So the inventory that you're looking at is already on the shelf. These things have already happened to you. These are decisions you've already made. This is all past tense on the shelf of your heart. If you were to push rewind, you would see a picture of this. It would exist in time and space. You were there. So let's talk about the 3 categories we talked about in the workbook. And this makes it a lot easier to put it together and just go like every 10 years of your life, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 20, 20 to 30, etc. And you write down the first column is good. You're a good woman and you made some really good choices. There are some people who really have been blessed by your life. Okay? You might be a great mom. You might be a great daughter. You might be a great friend. There is a lot of good about you. Most of the partners I've met in my life are really good people, and really make good decisions. They tend to actually be relatively morally mature, which is fantastic, okay? But that's the good stuff. You might have had achievements or educations or projects or books or things that you've done that's really significant. Put those down there. Celebrate your gifts. You might have contributed to some other stuff that's really important. Put it in there. Those are the good things about you, and they need to be stated. Then there's the middle column, and that's the bad. This is the 100% bad decisions you've made. No one else is to blame. There might be influences, family of origin or trauma or other things. I get that, but you made the choice to medicate, to avoid, to make the decision to get involved or not involved. This is the stuff that's hard to look at, but you want to look at it because it'll heal you. Regardless of what your husband or partner does about their sex addiction, this is healing for you. So you write down the bad stuff over the years, okay? And then the third column. The third column is the ugly column. It's not bad because you didn't have any decision. This is ugly, okay? So it's the good, the bad, and the ugly. The ugly is things that happened to you that you had no responsibility for. Things like being sexually abused. Things like the dad and mom that you were given, and they might have left all kinds of absences or bad ideas in your heart, okay? You might have had bad relationships in which you were hurt. You might have had other kinds of trauma, economic traumas, legal traumas. You might have had other kinds of experiences that have been brought into your life, car accidents, surgeries, disease that have come into your life, are the ugly things that you didn't have anything to do with, but they're part of your inventory. It's what's in the closet. It's what's on the shelf. Okay? So step 4 is it made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. It's just what's on the shelves of our lives. You're not bad because there's some things on that shelf that doesn't look pretty. You need to be honest and whole, and you want to share this step when you're done with your group. And again, if you're not in a phone group, get in one, okay? Start building some female relationships to help support you in this process. You know, don't be talking to a male about your pain, about your marriage. Don't do that. Talk to women. Do your inventory, and I think you'll be very glad that you did. Don't be part of that 1, 2, 3 shuffle where, you know, I'm on step 1, 2, 3, it's been 6 months, a year. No, it should take you about a month or so, around that time, to get a step done. And this is pen and paper, so get it out, get it done. And I really hope this has been helpful. If you have not subscribed yet, please do, and let other partners know. If you're in other partners groups and, you know, social media stuff, let them know this exists, that they can watch these tapes and they can get some help. Okay? Also, if you have got a question for me, please send it. We get to you as soon as we possibly can. And again, I'm so proud of you for taking this journey to heal, regardless of what he does, that you are valuable enough to be healed, to be whole, to be strong, and to be the awesome woman that you were created to be.